Friends, welcome to Betkraft, your home of short football predictions and analysis. Okay, uh, welcome again to today's games and predictions. Today being Thursday, the fourth day of April 2024. We have some games that we selected from games going on across the globe for today. And as usual, we delve into these games and made our in-depth analysis, from the past encounters, and we come up with the very best verdicts for these very games. And before we head on, we'll take a look at how we fared yesterday. We saw that our yesterday's predictions were quite successful, seeing that some of those big odds that we predicted were actually, wonderful. They won, and except two games out of those yesterday's predictions, the likes of a 20 and Atalanta, who actually uncharacteristically lost out to Fiorentina on that very Coppa Italia match. Barring those two, we had a very successful outing yesterday. Okay, and today we have a lot of games that we prepared. And for those of us, please, that are seeing our videos for the very first time and yet to subscribe, please take out time to subscribe. That way you help us grow in this very channel as well. You won't be missing out on our daily predictions that we dish out on this channel every day. Okay, that being, I hope you have done that. And, okay, let's move on to the business of the day. Today we'll start with the game in Bulgaria, where Kenomo will be coming up against Lokomotiv Sofia, and take a look at how these two teams have fared in their recent games, the past 5 games, how they fared from home, and their away side, how they have been faring from away. And looking at the overall, you see that the home side, Kenomo, have managed 3 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw in the past 5 games they've had so far. And while playing from home, they have won all their home matches. On all the past 5 home matches they've played, I've seen them, seeing victory in the past 5 home matches. And the away side also have seen just 1 win and 4 losses, while in the past 5 games. And while playing from away, they have managed just 2 wins and they've had 3 losses while playing from away. And bringing all that together, we know that the home side is much more fancied to pick up the spoils in this very Bulgarian league encounter. Home win, that's our advantage for that very game. And that takes us to the next game. It is in Austria Cup semi-final. So we'll have Red Bull Salzburg coming up against some grass. So as usual, we'll take a look. We'll see that for Salzburg, in the past 5 games they have played, they have won all the entire 5 games. And the away side, I've seen just 1 win, 2 draws, and 2 losses in the past 5 games I've played so far. And Stormgrass, playing from home, have seen them win 3 and they have 2 draws. And Stormgrass from away have seen just 3 wins and 2 draws while playing from away. So bringing all that together, we know that the home side, who had a better head-to-head proceeding, seeing them very dominant in the head-to-head meeting for both sides. We expect the home side, Salzburg, to pick up the sports in that very encounter. Home win, that's our verdict. And that takes us to the next game. Is in England. On the 21, we will have Fulham on the 21 coming up against Crystal Palace on the 21. And also we'll see that in this very league, we see a lot of goals flying out here and there. We'll see Fulham on the 21. In the past 5 home games, I've seen them scoring a lot of goals. In the last home game, saw them played out a 7-1 win against Union on the 21. And all the games I've played so far have produced an over 2.5, over 3.5, over 4.5, and so on and so forth. And also, Crystal Palace have seen over 2.5 in the past 3 games out of the 5 games I've played so far. So it is quite okay to expect at least an over 2.5 in this very encounter. We would expect to see 3 goals at least. That's our verdict. 2.5, that's a verdict for that very game. And that takes us to the next game. The next game that we have is English League, Premier League, where we'll have Chelsea coming up against a familiar foe, Manchester United. And also, we'll take a look at how they fared. We'll see that the home side in the past 5 games have seen 3 wins. They've had 2 draws in the past 5 games I've had so far. Chelsea, while playing from home, have managed 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss in the past 5 games. And away side, Manchester United, have seen 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss in the past 5 games they've had so far. And while playing from away, they've also seen 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. So it is a very tight encounter, and we know that both teams will be pushing to do well to move up in the league table, and also Manchester United will be doing everything possible to see that they secure European position for next season. So in this very game, we're going to see a lot of attacking football. We're going to see both sides, trying to win this match. So we expect a lot of things happening, actions in this very game. So we chose seeing that it's very difficult to separate both sides, seeing that they are similar in terms of form. We resort to corner games, and we expect to see at least over 9.5 corner, 10 corners in this very encounter. That's our verdict. Okay, that takes us to the very next game that we have. It is in Netherlands League. We have Ajax coming up against a go-ahead Eagles. Okay, we can also see that from both sides that in the past 5 games for Ajax, I've seen them winning on one occasion and drawing 3 and having one loss. And at home, we see Ajax winning or just one and drawing 4 times. And go-ahead Eagles, on the other hand, also have been able to win 2 and have 3 losses in the past 5 games ahead, and playing from away. They have managed just 3 wins and 2 losses while playing from away. So in this very encounter, we'll also resort to goals verdict, saying that most of the games for Ajax have seen an over 2.5. This is saying that they are not really as good as they were in the past, but they've been conceding goals as well as scoring goals. So we expect an over 2.5, at least 3 goals coming up in this very encounter. That's our verdict. Okay, and that takes us to the next game. And the next game, it is in Spanish La Liga, where we have Granada FC coming up against Valencia. And as well, we also know that Granada is the 19th placed team in Spanish La Liga. Remember, it's the second worst team in Spanish La Liga, and away side Valencia is ranked 8th at the moment in Spanish La Liga. So in the past 5 games for the home side, they've seen 4 losses and 1 draw, and the away side Valencia have managed 3 draws, 1 loss, and 1 win in the past 5 games of play so far. Looking at all right, how Granada fared from home. From home, they've been able to manage just 1 win, and they've had 2 losses as well as 2 draws while playing from home in the Spanish La Liga in the past 5 games for them. And away side, Valencia, while playing from away, have seen 2 wins and 3 losses while playing from away. And okay, taking a look at head-to-head proceedings, we'll see that Valencia is quite dominant in the head-to-head proceedings for this side, seeing that in the past 10 head-to-head, I've seen them winning on 7 occasions, and Granada winning on just 2 occasions in the head-to-head meetings for both sides. So it is Valencia who will be looking to push and enter the European position. Okay, in this very encounter, who is much more gingered. Also, Granada is also fighting relegation. So it is a lot of. It's going to be a game that's going to pack with a lot of actions. Seeing that Granada will be, pushing to see how they can escape relegation zone, but they are really in very tight corners. In that the next team, Cadiz, who is ranked 18, is actually 25 points. So it is more like a hopeless venture for Granada. So it is away side Valencia who is expected to pick up the spoils in this very game. Away win, that's our verdict for this very game. Okay, that takes us to the next game, which is in Switzerland, where we have Lucerne coming up against Verdun in Switzerland League. And as usual, we could see that from how they fared in the past 5, I've seen the home side winning on 1 occasion, 2 draws and 2 losses. And away side have managed 1 win, 3 losses and 1 draw. Seeing Lucerne playing from home, how far they have managed 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw while playing from home. And their away side Verdun, all their away matches, I've seen them losing out in all the past 5 away matches they played so far, losing out in all the entire game. So looking at head-to-head, the head-to-head I've seen Lucerne also being quite dominant in the head-to-head fixtures. Also what they've noticed the fact that Lucerne also won Verdun in this very fixture last year, October, defeating them by 2-1, and also seeing that Verdun Lucerne is also better ranked in the league at the moment. So we expect the home side Lucerne, who will be looking to go up further in the league to pick up the spoils in this very encounter. It is home win. That's our verdict for that very game. Home win, Lucerne, to pick up the spoils. And that takes us to the last game of the day. It is in Turkey, where we have Başakşehir coming up against Besiktas. Also, we find out that you know the home side is ranked 7th at the moment, and Besiktas is ranked 4th. Okay, and you can see that in the past 5 for the home side, they have won 4 and they've lost just 1. And the Besiktas also have won just 1 game in the past 5 and have lost 3, as well as 1 draw in the past 5 games of head so far. So it is a very tough encounter, seeing that Besiktas will be pushing for European position as well, while Besiktas, their way side, will also want to cement their 4th place at the moment, and also secure their European position for next season's league. So we see that it is a very tough game, and we expect a lot of actions in this very game, and we expect to see at least a minimum of 2 goals in this very encounter. It is over 1.5. That's our verdict for this very game, and that brings our predictions for today to a conclusion. Okay, I hope to see you win. I hope your ticket goes great today as well, and remember to also play responsibly. Do not put your entire fortune in the bet. Also remember to accumulate as much as 4 or 5 in just one ticket, and that way you're gonna teach success in this very endeavor. That being said, it's time to sign out, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. But until then, keep winning. Thank you.